All right. This is our setup video on how to set up a bounce house. Regular bounce house, 15 by 15, 13 by 13, pretty simple. So we're going to walk through step by step how it gets set up and go over the important details. First, we start with your tarp. Before you do your tarp, you're going to go out on your lawn and you're going to look across for any sticks, anything sharp, any animal feces, clean it all up and clear out the space so that we can put our bounce house down on a nice, clean space. Then you're going to take the tarp that we've given you. You're going to unroll it. We're doing this in our shop today because it's not great weather outside. So we're going to take it and unroll it. And unfold it. Okay, step on back. Now that we have our tarp all set up and ready to go, a nice thing to do is to anchor the corners of your tarp, especially if you're on grass. You can do that with little tiny tent stakes. We can give those to you if you need them, but it'll make your tarp a little bit more flat and easier to work with. So we have our tarp laid out, and now we're going to put a bounce house down. All bounce houses are rolled towards the back. So that means when you unroll your bounce house, you're going to be rolling towards the entrance. Keep that in mind so that we're not, you don't have to turn it around later once you get it laid out. So this bounce house needs to be dropped the other way. I'll get her, just like that. So we have these two straps on here. We're going to untie both straps. They're just slip knots, so just pull until they break. And then we're going to take these straps out and put them, we're going to wind them up in a nice clean way and put them aside so we have them later when it's time to break down. Now we're going to unroll our bounce house. Bounce houses are rolled and folded in thirds. So we'll pull this piece out. Got the nice pretty pink castle today. And then unfold this piece out. And the only other thing we need to do is up front here is the step. That's how we know we unrolled it the right way, the steps to the front. Now we're going to come around here to the back. All of our bounce houses have what's called a zipper flap or a Velcro flap. This is for when we're getting ready to roll it up, we unzip this to let all the air out. We can't have it open when we're blowing it up. So first thing you need to do is zip that up and run the Velcro down so it's sealed. Next, we need to find the fan tube. And that is what this is. This is going to connect to our blower. So we'll bring our blower in. We're going to bring this fan tube up over the lip of the blower. So there's an elevated lip all the way around. You want the strap on the back side of that lip so it has something to grab onto. Bring your fan tube on and then tighten your strap all the way down. Now that can't come off. Always double check if your unit has more than one fan tube. Second fan tube would be right over here. This one only has one fan tube, so it's not needed. Next, we're going to chase down our electrical cord. This is the cord that's plugged into the wall. This is the cord from the fan. Come on over, and this is how we do this. We want to tie our cords together. If we don't tie our cords together and somebody trips over it, then the inflatable can fall down on top of people while they're still inside. We don't want that. So we take both cords, we run them together parallel, and we just make a loop, and we just put it through the middle of the loop. All I've done is created a knot in the middle of the cord. If somebody trips over that, that's not going to go anywhere. Now we plug it in. And we can see there's a red light there, so we know it's got power. It's good to go. Now we're going to turn on the inflatable. So very important. Your kids are going to be so excited to play with inflatables that when you roll it out like this, they're going to want to be on top of it and bouncing around it. Please have everybody off the inflatable before you begin to inflate it. It's not safe until it's fully inflated. There's a switch right on the front of the blower. It could be here, it could be here, it could be down here, depending on which blower you get, but there's always a switch on the front. We're going to turn that switch on right now. We'll stand back. Very good. We're going to go around the front side. Now, while this is blowing up, we're going to talk about the next piece. Sometimes, and it depends on you and your rental, you may rent a theme. This bounce house does not take one of these. Okay, this is not made to handle a theme. But if you rent one that is able to handle a theme, you'll get this big banner that goes with it. It has Velcro around the back side. Sometimes when they've been folded up, when they try to blow up, they bind on each other. See what I did there? I just grabbed the net, gave it a little pull, and it popped right up. If this unit were able to take a banner, there would be a section right across the front here with Velcro that this could be attached to. So if you're attaching a banner to your unit, here's how you would do it. Open up your banner and lay it across the shelf. So we're now back to the back of the inflatable. We're going to look at the Velcro pouch. In order to install a banner, we don't want all the air out, but we do want it soft. So what we'll do is we'll open this flap so it stays open, and then we'll open the zipper just about that much, maybe about a foot. Then we go back to the front. With it softer now, you can see how soft it is. It's not going to fall, but I can pull it down to me. And so now that I can pull it down to me, if this is Velcro, I can take and attach this onto this. And then once I put this on across the top, I can go back to the back and I can zip it up and bring it back up and finish installing the banner. Makes it very easy, much easier than trying to install the banner when it's on the ground. We'll pause. Okay, so now that the banner's installed, we can come back here and zip this back up, and the unit will pop back up, this time with the banner on the front of it. So we will pretend there's a banner up there, even though we know on this unit there isn't. So the next thing we're going to do before anybody can play in it, I know it's up and the kids are going to be excited, but nobody gets to go inside yet. The very next thing we have to do is anchor it. Now, if you are on gravel or on a driveway, then we sent you with 4 sandbags. Each one of these sandbags has a carabiner on the corner. What we want you to do is take that sandbag to all 4 corners and snap it on to the corner strap. Snap it on and then pull it out. So we have some tautness here. If you're on gravel, on grass, will you grab me a stick? If you're on grass or if you're on dirt or you're in a place where you can actually anchor it, then instead of sandbags, we're going to use stakes. You're going to get 4 of these, 1 for each corner. You go through the loop and then you stake this piece all the way down into the ground to where the grass is up to here. The ground is up to here. We don't want any opportunity for this to slip off. So this tip has to be in the ground so that this can't come off. Once all 4 corners are staked or sandbagged, then before anybody can go inside, we want you, as the adult, to climb inside. Look around. Make sure it's clean. Make sure nobody left anything in there from their last rental or our last cleanup. Then, once you feel safe about everything, you can allow the kids to go in and play. Remember, the rules are on the front right here, and so be sure to look at them and know them and enforce them. Anything I'm missing? Okay, when you're not using your unit, flip the switch on the back and just let it drop. You don't have to do anything special. Just let it fall and it'll turn off on its own. When you're ready to play again, flip the switch back on. It'll bring it back up. We'll talk about breakdown in another video.
Rain.
Yeah, in case of rain, light rain, it's okay to play with. Heavy rain, it's best not to be in there. The blowers are waterproof. They're just fine out in the weather. All right, thanks. Have fun on your blower. If you have any other questions, go to our website or give us a call at 541-345-4476.